my boy Paddy Pukewater, Paddy Broken Skull, just dropped a brand new episode on his Patreon, which is now called patreon.com/thatdudethatscreams. This guy is so elusive, so hard to follow, and he's not putting out as many podcasts as he used to. This is the third one this summer, and he starts off explaining that his podcasting is Patreon only.
Welcome back, everybody, to the one and only Pukewater podcast. That's right. And it is Patreon only content now, folks. We've stopped releasing these episodes for free, so I know you anticipate them just as much as myself. And I like that.
I know you anticipate them just as much as myself. Like, it doesn't make any sense, but I bet it makes sense to him.
Oh,
like, he'd go back and listen to it and be like, yeah, that's fine. It's a sentence.
He goes online. Did I put something up? Oh.
Yeah, like, why would you anticipate? What are you talking about? You can now make an episode whenever you want, buddy.
Now, Carl, are these free episodes on his Patreon, or you have to pay? Like, everything's behind the paywall?
Everything's behind the paywall. So my WATP account is blocked, but I was able to get on there with my real email address, which I'm surprised by. Yeah, I don't know how long that's going to last, but for now, I'm still able to listen to his shows and support him. Whoa.
I think it's Hitler 88.
Doxing motherfucker.
Yeah.
By the way, for the Dabby Awards, I was working on the show rundown with Anthony Zenhauser. And, the different categories. One of them is Best Doxing Moment by Stuttering John. I have Cardiff presenting that one.
Excellent.
Yes, I thought that would be a good one for Cardiff.
Topical.
Since he seems to be the only fucking guy no one can dox in this world for some reason.
Give him time.
Very impressive. So Paddy's talking about how he's been going live on his YouTube channel lately. And no one's showing up for these live YouTube shows.
I feel that a lot. I feel like I'm wasting my time. I went live on... I've been trying to go live on That Dude That Screams YouTube. But at the same time, not super beneficial. Haven't really gotten the views, if any. And the one was pretty good. I had a pretty good little rant there. And now it's deleted. So if you weren't there seeing it live, it doesn't matter at all, and you never will see it.
What the fuck? This dude literally had almost 1,000 subscribers on his one YouTube channel, that great show, Awesome, whatever it was called. I always forget. But he was up to almost 1,000 subs. He could have monetized it. And instead, he decided to just delete it and start over again, which is fine until you start complaining that no one's watching you on the channel that I don't even know about. I didn't even know this channel existed until this episode. He has a new channel at That Dude That Screams on YouTube. I'd be tuning into this shit if I knew it existed.
He uses a very similar strategy to Wendy the Retard.
Yes, it's impossible to find this guy.
Did no one showing up for that prompt him to put everything behind a paywall?
That doesn't make sense either.
Right.
That way, no one will ever find anything I do. Okay, you win again. Good job, retard. So stupid.
That's what the name of the show was.
Yes.
In the history of entertainment, I don't think shitting on the audience has ever changed the audience's mind and convinced them to do something differently. I never understand why he takes that tack.
Yeah, he always has the wrong approach, which the cognitive dissonance with this guy is incredible. It's off the charts because it's one thing for him to say, and he said this many times, I don't care if you listen. I do this for me. I don't give a shit. But then he'll go on and be like, and no one's watching, so I just deleted it and you'll never get to see it. I'm punishing you now. It's like, well, which is it? Do you not want anyone to watch? Or are you bummed out when no one's watching? Well, I have good news. He just recently had a birthday. He's very excited about his birthday and his birthday gift. We'll get into that. But first, he's got a rant about something he's pissed off about.
But as I said, it's been hard to podcast. I had a birthday recently, and it's not that brought me down or anything. Don't think that, because who gives a shit? But I was disappointed to a certain degree.
Okay.
Because they've never really been anything special. None of my birthdays are any ones that I would look back on and be like, oh, fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah, what a birthday. But it's even worse when you would think my audience, not even my audience per se, but the audience, okay? The people that listen to any content. When it's somebody's birthday, they celebrate that motherfucker like they're hanging out with them. Okay? even if they can't get them a gift, they'll send them $20. They'll do this or that. And it just doesn't happen to me. You guys know I still have that buymeacoffee.com/GJA bullshit. I still got the Patreon. I still got PayPal.
So he had a bad birthday because no one sent him money.
Now hold the fuck up.
I couldn't believe it when I heard that.
Just 6 weeks ago on Father's Day, he couldn't shut the fuck up about how he was raking it in.
Yep.
And you and I were like, do people rake it in on Father's Day?
Yeah, it didn't make any sense. He was making money.
You grill and you hang out. And I mean, that's my Father's Day, which is fine. But he got nothing for his birthday, but this makes no sense.
It makes no sense because, Paddy, I didn't know it was your birthday. You didn't communicate this with
we
me.
would have been there for you.
I would have fucking promoted this shit. And by the way, when I promote someone's live stream, they make over $4,000. You're welcome, Blind Mike Geary. If I would have fucking known he was having a birthday live stream, we could have gotten tens of thousands of people in there with their wallets open.
Yeah, Carl has the Midas touch.
What a fucking idiot this guy is.
By the way, how old do you think Paddy is now?
He's in his late 30s.
Really? Okay.
I think when we started reviewing him, we were surprised to find he was like 32, 33.
Oh, yeah.
He looks young.
He does. I always referred to him as a kid.
Yeah.
Because maturity-wise.
Well, yeah,
It
accurate.
makes sense.
But
I wish
we've
you could
never.
see him picking the music bed for that bit.
It's probably just built into the stupid app.
it's always so random.
It's like I'm shitting on the audience. What would accompany that best?
smooth jazz.
Yeah, some
This feels
Weather
right.
Channel.
But I've never heard him mention a birthday before, so this makes me think this was a big one.
Oh, maybe it's 40. It could be.
Like he might have hit a milestone on this one. That's why he was expecting
Right.
more than the $20.
Oh, Paddy, let me know what's your half birthday. I'll make up for it. Because I feel bad when I heard about this. I'm like, shit, I would have had a big celebration around this had I known.
August-ish.
He doesn't communicate to us at all. And then he gets upset when other people's birthdays are celebrated.
And yet, not even a happy birthday, which is fine. Because I'm bitching about it sort of, existentially. I'm not actually upset. But what a fun surprise that would be for any content creator. But it's always the big guys that are always getting the extra handouts. It's the rich keep getting richer. It's just nothing you can do about it.
Nothing you can do about it. How many times have I tried to build this guy up and get a following going, and then he immediately runs and hides from everyone? He stops doing the podcasts that are popular. He shuts down his YouTube channels, and then he cries about it when there aren't people there to give him money on his birthday. You're doing it all wrong. It's not our fault, Paddy. It's your fault. But
And the poor get poorer.
yeah, but I have good news, guys. Even though he is a poor man, he did get a new bike.
Oh.
And he's very excited about this new bicycle he got.
And I also wanted a bike because, unlike a car, for me, there's something really serene about being on that bike, feeling the wind, the handlebars, all the things that it takes to ride a bike. Zoning out with your headphones on, listening to whatever.
Hold on a second.
Pedals.
Wind and
The pedals.
handlebars are the two things on a bike.
Zoning out with your headphones on, listening to whatever. I listened to, what was it, fucking Ari Shaffir and Mark Norman, the Paris episode or whatever, and they're talking about Paris. I really didn't listen to it. I was just kind of in my head with the headphone on, riding the bike. And it just opened me up, man. Made me feel different in the best way.
I have to say, if there's ever a guy who just needs to go outside and get some fresh air, it's Paddy Pukewater. And you can tell. He's like, I went for a bike ride. It was amazing. I wasn't in my shitty one-bedroom apartment.
I really felt for him there.
Yeah. The sun was beating down on me. There was a breeze. Like, yeah, man, it's called fucking going outside.
There were handlebars.
Yeah, you can do it every day if you want. It's amazing.
I was throwing paper after paper to all the doors.
There are no newspapers in this neighborhood, I know. That's what I like to do. So not only is he going out and getting fresh air, there's handlebars, there's wind, the list goes on, but he's also making his bike look real spiffy. And he wants to tell us about that.
And it's got to the point now where I started buying new materials for it, like reflectors. I got some acrylic, not acrylic. Is it acrylic?
Materials!
Who am I asking? But I got this adhesive sort of decal tape.
Making racing
And
stripes.
it's sort of got a
Yeah, it makes it
pattern.
go
like you would use
faster.
it to decorate.
Wait for it, Carter. You're not far off. This is incredible.
If he says
and
flames.
it's sort of got a pattern. Like you would use it to decorate the interior of your car. So
What?
if you wanted to make your, I don't know, what are they even called? The fan cover things, whatever, the things that spray out whatever. That pushes out the air conditioning in your car. Those fucking little things, you could make them red by putting this tape adhesive shit inside of it, whatever. It's a pretty interesting concept I have in my head. Rather than respraying the bike, I'm thinking, well, I can just cut different pieces out of this decal shit and just wrap the bike. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a wrap.
This is adorable.
He's so happy.
This is so cute.
He'd be dazzling.
Yeah, that's what I called this clip, Bedazzled Bike.
Awesome.
This is a man who probably just turned 40 who's bragging about how neat his bike looks now.
His kids are like, Dad, can I help? Get the fuck away!
Do that to your own
touch it.
bikes.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I'm going to do your bike next. Don't touch it.
Wow.
And what's sad about this, I love when he opens up, we find out about his real life. Is my favorite part when he goes to the Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
And he has a run-in with the cashier or whatever. You know, the road rage incident that we covered not too long ago.
Oh, yeah.
This idea that he's got a bicycle. He's all excited about it. He's making it look neat. He's riding it around.
I can't believe that. That's so great.
The problem is that we're still in his head, which bums me out.
Anybody listening probably has no fucking idea about most of the things I'm talking about because they only hear it out of context on somebody else's show and they never actually go listen to the real podcast. Doesn't matter. Who cares? Why am I always bitching about that? It's not real.
It is real. And I really don't take these things out of context.
No, you play very long clips.
Yeah, if you wanted to go and listen to this full episode, you wouldn't be like, oh, he's not talking about bedazzling a bike. No, he is. That's most certainly what he's talking about on here. And it's a pretty nice bike, too, guys. Check this out.
It's a Mongoose mountain bike.
Nice.
So it's got the shocks and all that shit in it. Mm-hmm. But I put some yellow handlebar grips on it, replace the handlebar grips. I'm going to be adding some yellow reflective shit inside
With the
tire,
fringe.
inside the spokes and all.
Hold on, I gotta hear the rest of this.
I'm going to be adding some yellow reflective shit inside the tire.
Nice.
Inside the spokes and all that. What else do I got coming? I changed the seat. I put a cover on it, but I got a different cover on its way.
Cool. That's amazing.
I can't believe I have a bike bell on here.
I can't believe you have that either. That's
It's
incredible.
in the samples.
Okay.
He's like if Pee Wee Herman wasn't likable.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. He would never say this bike's not for sale. That's for sure. You'd have a different take on it. I got to say, you guys know me. I go for a bike ride almost every single day.
Yeah.
And I understand what he's talking about. Getting outside and being out there and enjoying a ride is great for you.
It doesn't get old.
It's great for you.
Yeah.
I can't imagine being this excited about it.
What color are your handlebar covers?
Whatever it came with. I don't know. I'm so boring and lame. I just bought a bicycle and I just started riding it like that. Whatever. So then he's riding through the cemetery, and the cemetery has all these geese in it. And he decides he's going to ride right through those geese. But it doesn't even sound like he's describing geese right here.
This is a lot more geese than I anticipated. It's a lot more geese than I anticipated. I mean, there were so many geese that it was actually a little bit terrifying. You know, because you hear the stories about people fucking karate kicking them in the neck and killing them and shit, but you also hear the stories about them chasing dogs and shit. So I'm like, I don't need these motherfuckers coming after my bike.
He thinks the geese are going to come after his bike? They're not like ne'er-do-wells in the neighborhood.
They can be aggressive. I don't think he's wrong about this.
They don't steal bikes.
I'm
they
with
wait till
Paddy
he's
on this
asleep.
one. No.
They tried every combination. They almost got it. So that was his big run-in with the geese. This is the thing. And I hate that I'm turning into John now. I do this all the time, and I hate that I do this. But Patrick, if you're watching this, more about your real life. We love it. This is fantastic. This is good content. This is what you should be doing. I appreciate this because you are a mystery, my friend. And we want to know wants to do it over there in Indiana. It's fantastic.
It's fucking fascinating. He gets a new thing. He's finally excited about it. He wants to share it with us. And his first thought is, how are they going to take this away from me?
Yeah, you're right. But also, he led the first episode he's done in a month. He leads with, he got yellow grip handles for his handlebar on his Mongoose mountain bike.
And he saved for them.
Well, nobody gave him any birthday money.
Okay.
That's true.
Fair enough.
That is fucked up. He would have gotten a better seat if that had happened. So we're going to transition into the part where he does his screamo vocals.
Yay.
I'm glad you guys feel that way because it's actually pretty funny. But this is a weird thing to say.
Okay, so hopefully the audio and everything's good on this. I don't fucking care anymore, dude. It's just so much effort. You know?
Hopefully it's okay. I don't care. Translation, he can't figure it out.
Right.
That's what that means. Like, if you're hopeful that it's good, then you do care.
And it's also not that much effort.
It probably shouldn't be that much effort. Probably be able to figure it out, especially at this point. He's been doing it a long time.
I would never consider myself, if somebody was to say, what's your top 5 anything, there's not many things that I would actually have a top 5 list for because not interesting.
Top fives? What?
Yeah, I know. Right. What are your top 5 top 5s? Like, I don't have a top 5 top 5s. I don't care about top 5s. Is that incredible? That's the kind of shit that, it's good that he's not podcasting every day like he was for a while there because it was getting redundant. That's the kind of shit that really we embraced when we first started listening to Paddy
That's
back in
how
the
we
day.
fell in love with him.
Yes, shit like that. It's not a lot of things I'd have a top 5 for. It's almost anti-Richard Christie. It's like, everything's my favorite. Yeah. This guy's just like, I'm not interested in shit. I couldn't even give you a top 5. Okay, fair enough.
What are the top 5
Fuck
things
your
he
list.
doesn't care about?
Yeah, right. Can you give me the top 5 things you hate? Can't even do that. That's how disinterested I am in everything. So then he explains he heard this guy doing vocals. And you know that his big thing is that he improvises vocals over metal riffs. And he heard this guy singing these songs. And he goes, this guy sounded amazing. And he does the parts that Paddy doesn't do well. He does the sing-songy parts where Paddy does the screaming parts. So he reached out to this guy to collab, something he doesn't normally do. He's coming out of his shell, which is great. He's got a bicycle. He's emailing people. So he emails this guy. And he's like, hey, maybe we can do some songs together. I'll do the screams. You do the singing part. And so he starts playing this guy singing to give us an example of what they did together. That guy sucks worse than
That's
Paddy.
awful.
It's so bad. The mix is horrible, but the guy was singing so off key. It's so bad. It made me realize Patrick can't hear notes. He's completely tone deaf. He hears that. He's like, that's pretty good. No, definitely is not. Oh, this is a funny thing that he says that I had a clip.
Now, I just want to reiterate the point that I always try to make when it comes to me doing these vocals is a lot of these songs I don't know.
Yeah, we can tell. You don't have to reiterate that. We can tell about that. So again, he's talking up this kid, and he's like, you got to listen to the song we did together. This kid is fucking good.
But this kid's good, and this is just the first one. This is his first attempt. He only gets better.
Is that painful for anyone besides me?
So painful.
How's that sounding to you, Adam?
It's one thing to do it. It's another thing to share it.
Yes. He's so proud of it. He's like, yep, I got a new buddy. We're doing these collabs. This is what it sounds like. And listen, I'm playing you very short clips. This goes on and on and on. And the vocals are buried. I'd love to hear the mix where the vocals are up and
Yes,
up.
please.
You could really hear how bad the vocal. I mean, you can tell.
No, I don't want to hear that.
I do a comedy podcast, Lucy. Help me out, please.
All right, fine. We can have that.
So I have one more clip on here. I only did the first half because I want to save the second half for later. I have one more clip on here. And so Paddy explains that once the guy agreed to do a collab with him, this might be the reason why Patrick Michael doesn't have a lot of friends.
Okay, so like I said, that's just number one. Honestly, I did so many in one night. I basically did their hits, if you will. in one night, sent them all to him via direct message. And in my head, just because I'm also that, insecure, little rat fuck or whatever, I don't know what you call me, but definitely insecure in that way of like, is he going to think that this is way too many instrumentals at once? I say in a comment, hey man, let's jam out on some of these What Was Me tracks. He says, send me whatever. And then I do, but then I send him like 7 songs. How could I not be thinking, maybe that's too much? Maybe it's a bit much. And perhaps that's, autism.
So the guy's like, yeah, sure, man, I'll do something with you. He's just like, I have a friend. He just starts fucking creating all this shit. He says all this stuff to him. It's like, one song is enough, I think, to try this out at first. But has he ever mentioned he's autistic before?
No. I'm confused by a lot of that.
He said that maybe the reason why he did 7 songs because of autism.
He called them instrumentals, too.
Well, so what he does, his whole channel, is he finds just the songs without the vocals and then makes up vocals on top of the songs. And it's funny, too, because he's describing this kid. He goes, now this kid actually knows the songs and is singing the right parts. That I wasn't ready for. Yeah, right. Go figure.
But then he DM'd 7 files to him?
Yeah, he screamed over 7 of these different instrumental tracks for him to do the sing-songy parts on.
All right.
But Patrick is just making up the part. I don't think anyone else does this. I'll have to ask Doug from the Jingles department if he's aware of this phenomenon of screaming over metal songs.
Doug will articulate for us.
Yeah, that you've never heard before.
It's like he saw Yoko Ono with the Beatles and said, yes.
Yes.
I can do that.
I don't know why Chuck Berry was giving her stink eye on that. She was killing it.
Who are these podcasts